You got it.
I know we're live, but,
We are live.
all right. Did you push that?
I did it. I didn't push that.
Okay, cut. Cut. Sorry, these are trials and errors,
We're fine.
because we are live.
We do this shit all the time.
Okay.
All right, I gotta press it then, right?
Yeah, when
I
you
press them
start,
both. I gotta press both of them
yeah.
now?
Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, go ahead and press it now.
Okay.
Take two. Take two. Going live with Trish and Vernetta. Hello, hello, hello. Hey Trish. Hey Vernetta. So today we're going live.
Yes, we are.
We're not doing a great job so far.
It's our first time.
But if you know anything about us, you'll know that we like to make mistakes.
We're good at it.
We're good at it.
At that.
We haven't seen anybody you haven't heard from us for a while.
Exactly. We're alive though. It's good. We made it.
We made it. We have a friend with us today.
Yeah.
This is Jay. Jay,
How you guys
introduce.
doing?
Good, good. Introduce yourself, Jay, and tell us what show we're going to be talking about today that you are affiliated with.
All right, well, my name's Jay. I got invited by these two lovely ladies on the show today. I'm part of a paranormal investigation group called Unfortunate Travels with a couple of my friends, and we're going to be talking about some of the experiences today.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Trish's fun stuff.
I'm all geeked out.
She loves this
I
stuff. You guys
wanna
know
pee my
that.
pants.
So I met Jay through work, and we clicked right away. We're both interested in the same kind of things, you know. Yeah, as you know, Trish and I have done audio. Our podcast is Trish and Vernetta, all of it,
Mhm.
and Michigan Homegrown Local Bands.
Yes.
So we're trying to move into a different area of live TV.
Yeah, so bear with us.
Bear
if
with
I
us,
do weird
please.
faces and sounds, you know, just comment, just comment.
We're gonna work out all the bugs next time, but we need to do it to see what we need to work on.
Exactly.
So Jay, you have gone to some pretty interesting places.
Yeah.
Trish is a big fan.
I am fascinated.
I am a little spooked.
She's afraid.
I'm afraid.
Well, you should be to some degree.
That's what most people
So,
You
yeah,
should be respectful, I think, is the main thing.
yeah. Keep your prayers about you, your beliefs.
Yeah.
are, very much so.
So tell us about some of the, well, initially, when I invited Jay to come on the show, he asked me if he could bring a haunted doll. And I said, no, not in my house. So tell us there about that haunted doll.
Yeah, so we were on our second investigation, so that would have been the tuberculosis hospital, which we were talking about not too long ago.
Yeah.
We had the dude who started all of our experiences and all of our recordings and shows and everything, Kyle. He was there and he bought that doll strictly because it was the second or third most haunted thing inside of that entire thing, because it got partially turned into a museum.
Okay.
So there's like actual human remains inside of there from the catacombs.
Okay.
There's a bunch of old Indian tribe kind of things that are haunted there as well.
Okay.
He ended up at the end of that one, he purchased that and brought it home, and ever since then he's been having some pretty big issues with it. So apparently there's over 7 different entities that are attached to that doll.
Holy
It's-
cow.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see when you're over there and he opens the case how fast things go south. So
That's crazy though. Okay. Yeah. that
So
is
you
crazy.
say that as long as it's in a glass case,
Yeah.
it's not going to be able to affect anything around.
yeah, they had a priest that did a a prayer over it and basically has that as its like its barrier. So it
Like a binding spell.
yeah, kind of like how the Annabelle doll
Mhm.
at that house at that museum
Mhm.
they have it encased there as well.
I'm like, what are they gonna do with all their stuff? You think people will just buy it?
No, so Ed and Lorraine Warren have already passed away. They passed away a while ago.
I didn't know that.
So their house is now more of just a museum as
Okay.
opposed to anything. It's super expensive to go, but
I'm sure.
it's pretty cool to see if you ever get the chance to go.
I would love that. Okay, yeah.
She loves see, this is the only thing that sucks for me going live is I haven't understood yet how to hook everything together. So I have these awesome buttons, which I'm sure you guys have heard about me and the buttons on other shows. But they're fun. We can hear them, but you can't. Sorry.
Thank you. So what made you wanna do this though? Like what got you fascinated? Like what was the first thing that made you think, I wanna go talk to dead people?
Okay, so when I was young, I had a pretty big problem with my faith. It wasn't that I didn't believe or didn't have my belief, I just didn't know where to go for answers, didn't really understand it fully, because I was never forced to go to church as a child.
Okay.
But all my grandparents went, and they still go every Sunday. So I started watching like paranormal shows, even with my grandma when I was younger. I started watching like the Ghost Whisperer, like those kind of shows. Just
Yeah.
got intrigued by that. Started doing a bunch of YouTube research on a bunch of vloggers and everything, and started watching their stuff. And then started doing my own little side things in high school with like friends and stuff. Like I was telling you about the Hell's Bridge. We'll go there.
That's kind of that's freaky.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad. Then there's the insane asylums that you can go to that were previously like condemned, so you can just break into it and kind of explore on your own terms there.
Awesome.
And then after
Not that we do break in, because
Right.
we don't break in.
Yeah, we
Don't
don't do
condone
break-ins.
that. Do not condone that. But then after that, I actually convinced Kyle, who like paid for everything up front for us to start our show. And ever since then, I've just been getting into it. Started at 17, so it's been going on for 5-ish years now.
Okay. That's nuts. 17, 5-ish years. Yeah, same here, 5-ish years. It's kind of awesome though that you actually looked into it. I feel like a lot of people feel like they don't have answers, but they just wander through life and they don't really look for anything or any, anything else. Like they just are very narrow-minded and they don't want to expand on things.
It's
So I
just
think-
kind of coast.
yeah, complacency.
And I think if you have faith, like we all believe,
Yes.
if you have faith, then you're gonna believe that the stuff is out there, and the curiosity of bringing it to the forefront for other people
Right.
and all of that is amazing.
Yeah, my main thing behind it was, so I'm not one who pushes like my religion on people. I'm not gonna sit there and like force it down your throat type of thing. But I've actually turned a couple people towards Christ through my investigations. and
That's
shit.
good.
Oh, I love
So-
that.
That's huge.
That was my main thing, was education, not just for myself, but for anybody who wants to listen or watch.
And isn't that the main focus or the main goal
I
that
think that's amazing. Like,
that we're here for? That to bring, to bring awareness to people and try to get them closer to Him, spread His word. That's what we're here for.
well, there's different ways to do things.
There's different ways to do it. Yeah.
It's like, The Exorcist, the whole series was built upon, what was his name again, Gabriel? You know what I'm talking about, the scary movies with the nun?
The Exorcist.
Anyhow, I was
Exorcist.
reading this book by this, he was an exorcist,
Mm.
and he just said that there is no God without the devil. or there is no devil without God, but there is God without the devil. And I'm like, that's so interesting to me because, we often think about things like that as one and the same,
Mm-hmm.
but they really aren't. And my whole life I thought, well, you can't have one without the other. But if you think about it, you can. And I just think that's neat that you are going out there and you're looking into this realm of uncertainty for people. And I think that scares people, but like you said, you have to you have to pray before you go in, before you do things to keep yourself safe. And I just feel like that if more people saw these things and saw like the process even, they might turn to Christ like what you're saying and realize that you have to have Christ, like you have to have Christ in your life basically to protect you from all this, because
Yep.
you can stumble into things like this.
Mhm.
It can happen.
And it's not all bad.
No, I'm not saying that.
You know, it's not all scary. I'm frightened because, like, I don't watch any kind of movies that have to do with possession. I don't watch any kind of movies that have to do with, you know, those are super scary movies to me.
Yeah. Oh,
I can't do it.
I'm sorry. The Pope's Exorcist. That was a movie.
Oh, sorry.
But, you know, she
Don't be
won't watch
sorry.
them. I love them.
Yeah, I won't watch them. I won't watch anything that, and those are scary movies. I could watch somebody being chased through the mountains with a dagger, you know, chopped into pieces by a human being that's lost their mind.
Right.
I can watch that. It's just different. That's not as scary to me as watching somebody being possessed or trying to, you know, coming in close contact with spirit. I don't know.
Well, see, the thing with that is, and like, referring back to what you were saying.
But I do love God and I do believe.
Right, and you still, I mean, it's good to have your beliefs, but a lot of people tend to forget that even though like the devil is bad, yes, it's not a good entity or anything that you want to be involved in. It's that he still was an angel.
Mhm.
That's where it started. He was an angel. He got banished out. So it's not. I'm not saying I support that side of things. I obviously am very Christian, religious in my beliefs, but I feel like people dog on the devil a little bit more than what's needed. Because at the end of the day, even when I do my prayers, I still pray for the devil. I pray for all the damned, as you're supposed to do. Because those people I don't consider anybody who went to hell or anybody who is currently in hell or going there as bad people. I just view them as lost.
Yeah, lost is very, very, very true. A lot of people, I don't understand sometimes how you can't
I
see
don't-
what's in front of you, but do you think that God just gives some people the ability to see, maybe?
Well, God can't dictate everything that goes on.
It's a free will.
Yeah, it's everything that you do
That's
is
the whole
free will.
point.
But he equips you, like he makes you, and sometimes I feel like some people are just better equipped. Maybe, I don't know. That's where I wonder, like,
Yeah, to an extent, I see where, that would make sense, but I think that a lot of people sit there and they just neglect it, not because they haven't seen it or haven't been given the opportunity, they just don't know what they're looking for.
okay. Yeah, that makes total sense. So, I want you to tell everybody about the bridge one.
Okay, so Hell's Bridge is,
This is so scary.
it's like a local little thing that you can go do, it's free, it's over in some public property, that outlines some private property, anybody can go there. Not gonna give away the location.
Oh,
I'm
I was
make-
gonna
I'm
say,
make
you're
you
gonna
do
tell
your
where?
research. No, I'm gonna make you do your research. It was an old town before, it was like one of the first settlements in Michigan. There was a gentleman who had some mental illness going on and who couldn't have his own children or something along the lines of that. And he took all the children in that small little settlement town and brought them to what is now known as Hell's Bridge. And there's the tree that is still there is where this gentleman hung all these children.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So between the hours of 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. and 3 a.m., you can hear children laughing in the far distance on the other side of the bridge, which you are not allowed to go to because that's private property. So you have to stay on the forefront of the bridge. But you can hear the children running over there, and then if you recite the gentleman's name, which you can find in the article if you look it up, you can hear the devil's laugh underneath the bridge. And certain
Wow.
times of the year, if the water's high enough, people have said that they got their feet grabbed by little kids' hands from underneath the bridge. So
No.
So that'd be like the spring. Note to self, don't go there in the
don't go
spring.
in the spring.
To me, that's just insane. I wanna know who owns that land, like, I guess I don't really wanna, but I do. I wanna know if they see anything or if, like, it's a,
Well, I know the one when you're standing looking directly at the bridge, the white and blue house directly to the left is an elderly man. He's in his early 70s.
Did you talk to him?
Yes, I've talked to him a couple times.
And he confirms?
Yes, he's said that he sees children running through his backyard in the woods all the time, that he hears things going on, he's heard the devil's laugh, he's seen fires in the back of the woods that weren't actually there. He's had a bunch of experiences, and everybody that has asked him has said that they just think he's senile. But I know that's not the case, because
No,
I've seen
'cause
and
you were-
heard
yeah.
and felt things there.
So real quick, I want you to go ahead and give a shout out to your show, where they can find it, what they need to look for, so that they can look at what you guys have done and, go for it.
So, the name of the show is Unfortunate Travels. You can find us on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, all the same name, and it's gonna be one word.
Which I think is actually a great name. I was like, that's brilliant. When you told me, I was like, okay, I like it.
So everybody check them out. They've got more shows coming up. They go out of state. They've got a list of shows that they've done that's pretty long.
It is long.
So check them out. We're gonna be in relations with them for probably
Hopefully here
now to the future.
Yeah,
And so check them out. It's awesome.
it is awesome. Yeah, it's so cool. I'm so glad that I met you, but
I told you she'd be geeked.
I am geeked. I'm so geeked.
She can have a conversation with you for hours.
Oh yeah, I could just sit and talk for days on end. But no, I just think it's cool, and I think it's cool that you guys are gonna get picked up, and you guys are gonna, actually be able to do what you are passionate about.
Yeah.
Like that's the coolest thing ever,
Mhm.
to be, especially be young
Yeah.
and be able to do what you love.
Trish,
I'm all
imagine
about
if we
it.
would have started this when we were in our early 20s.
Yeah.
We'd have a stage right now.
Well, yeah, I don't think they had this, did they? Well, maybe, I don't know.
That's my
They had
biggest
talk
thing.
shows, I don't
I
know.
tell people that all the time is, even if you don't think you can do it, or you don't know what you're doing.
Oh,
just
try.
Try. Like,
Yeah.
the worst thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna fail.
Yes, or somebody's gonna say no, that's what I would
Yeah.
say, what
Yeah.
are they gonna do, say no?
Yeah.
People are like, you're gonna do that? I'm like, I do what I want.
And we've had some pretty cool yeses on the show,
We
so
really have,
we've been blessed, for sure, doing this show.
I'll be honest.
The way that we've done it, starting out and where we've come, I think it's amazing. And I'm happy with that. I'm having a good time.
I feel like we meet people a lot like you that are just passionate and interesting and intelligent and knowledgeable and just here in West Michigan, which I think is amazing
Yeah.
because I think that people, actually I know that people from around the country don't usually think of us, they think of us as more like cow people.
Or beer people.
Yeah, or
Farmers and
people.
beer drinkers.
Yeah.
And like, right-wing Christian that just like, love their babies and drink their beer. But it's like, no, there's really some good stuff that comes out of West Michigan. And I love that we've been able to highlight that and
Yeah.
to just bring that out there. And so you're
Especially
like,
with Michigan homegrown local
Yes,
bands, we get,
yes.
we, obviously, I think everybody knows good music comes out of Michigan.
well, duh.
I mean,
Good
hello.
brothers.
Yeah.
So we're fortunate for that, yeah.
We didn't, P. Diddy, he didn't come from us though.
No,
No, we don't claim that.
we do not claim that at all.
We don't do Diddy.
No.
Diddy don't do it here.
That's the name of the party.
I had to say it, right?
We don't do Diddy. Well, what are you gonna do? Yeah. It's relevant.
It is relevant right now, unfortunately.
So,
Can you imagine? Oh, I wonder if his, okay, so he's trafficked all those people in the tunnels underneath those houses. I wonder, you would think that they would have to have something.
oh, he's in jail right now, actually. He's in the New York penitentiary.
Yeah.
He's starving himself currently.
You mean ghostly?
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
spiritually?
grossly. Oh,
Because I
I
heard-
found out it.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I've heard that they had demonic things as well, because they were Freemasons
Mhm.
and different things like that. So that would be something maybe in the future that could happen.
Well, that's a
Few
whole other
years from
topic
now.
on the whole, so you can get pretty deep into that. So there's this thing called the family, you have the Illuminati, you have the 3 different popes that all control everything. There's, I could go
It's a
on and
rabbit
on
hole.
for- Yeah.
It really is a rabbit
it's-
hole.
It's a big ordeal.
I'm going down it currently.
But it's all relevant as to what was
Was happening.
told to us that was gonna happen in the events and the days leading to. Everything's relevant.
Everything is, every little
And it's
thing
real.
matters. Yeah.
Like, sorry guys, that's my phone.
I'm like, what's happening?
And that's funny because Trish and I, when we first got started doing the recordings, my phone would do some crazy stuff all the time. She's like,
It just would do stuff, like I think it was possessed. It just started on me because it wanted to irritate me. What did I say? Your phone won't stop fucking me?
yeah. I can't remember what show that was, but it was
You
funny.
gotta stage this one too. But no, I think it's awesome, and it makes like the show better, because I feel like when things happen that are real, people know that you're real, we're not, we're just normal people, like you said, doing what we have to do. But,
I'm sorry, Trish. My phone is fucking you again. No.
Okay. No. How long did you do this for?
I don't know. That's a very long ring. I feel like it's
Long.
an issue.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it.
Let's wrap
We
it up.
got technical difficulties at the moment.
We're gonna wrap this one up.
This is all real though. No editing.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
All right. Bye.
Okay, so I can't cut until I get up and turn you off.
Okay. There we go. I like this.
It's fun, whatever.
Crazy.
It is.
Oh my gosh. All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.